Location.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. That would be unfortunate. Zerka Corporation can't afford to extend credit. Everyone pays. That's the rule. The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses. I thought you would. Without these fees, Zerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure? It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them. That's not much information. Could you tell me more? You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know. There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look. It depends on what level. Well, I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it. No, it's common knowledge, so there's no harm in telling you. It's a tale of bad business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company. I will answer as best I can. What will you need while on Tatooine? As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Uchua penki, tang ituama ji human act in ikatune, chi itakanki chana Baba Hassan Shan. Ki muli ra. Achua penki, yun patisa. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mu chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mu? Baba Hassan chi ki Smilia!
Sure.
I've got orders to kill troublemakers. Keep walking.
Business is up a little.
I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died on Terrace.
Ubapatu Kochi, Tom Nongbong Chang Yung Yang, Tom Katok Smaktelia.
With Terrace gone, I wonder who the Sith will turn on next.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you help after? I'll try to answer what I can. I still can't believe he's gone. What do you want to know? His name was Ward Fizark. He used to work in the mines, but they scaled back last year. He was new to hunting, but he was a good fighter. Used to be a soldier. He spent everything on his gear. After a few trips, he didn't come back. Guards say his sandcrawler crew found his body stripped of everything. Nobody saw anything, and most of the other hunters never even knew him. He had just started. I don't trust any of them. But those Gamorreans, they just laugh when they see me. I think they did it. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits. Cheaper? Please, it's all I have. I need the credits. Can't you pay the 500? Thank you. I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Ustakel. Papuelta. Kolo du royo. Papuelta. Kolo du Stefan Bebut. Nikel. Bundas. Ustakel. Chief. Bundas der Hjälpa. Bundas der Hjälpa. Ustakel. Chief. Kolo du Bundas. Ustakel. Chief. Bundas der Hjälpa. Papuelta. Kolo du Stefan. Bundas der Hjälpa.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it? Oh, of course. Who put you up to this, my wife? I mean, what I said about having no credits. Hunting is a dirty and tough business. What can old Tanis tell you about it? There isn't any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive. Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy. What do I care? I need to eat. I also need to pay for parts so the wife can keep the droids running. It's all about the credits. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell their plates to Faza. I guess honor needs creds too. I suppose, but so what? When that resource goes belly up, I'll just move on. I'm just a wandering spirit, I guess. I'm not real popular with the others, but they just fool themselves. They're in it for the credits too. Too long, but it beats smuggling. You ever run into a Sith dreadnought in the desert? No, you haven't. Hell, I married her. No, seriously now. I had this friend that crossed Sith space. He got stripped of everything. It's not like I have much now, I guess, but I still prefer sand people to getting ambushed on unproven trade routes. Ah, she doesn't understand me. You know the drill. It's not my fault. She knew who I was when she married me. Fine. Who knows the planet? I don't know. I guess the sand people. I'm usually running when I see them, though. Smart traders. They've salvaged and sold me my own damaged droids once or twice. They don't say much I can understand. I think they're a little slow, but who am I to judge, huh? Sure. My blood. They almost got me last year. Tore up 2 of my battle droids. Wife was mad about that. Took her weeks to fix. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor, I don't know. They act like animals, but they can surprise you. Good hunt.
Ciao Basso, Chino Molirani Lubo Chiwi Aita Ka Chi.
You never know what the Sith will do. Look,
Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kunmama.
you never know what the Sith will do. Look at Terrace. Was there any reason for what happened there?
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick. All right, but I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just work on the crawlers. Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now. I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks. The sand people attack them pretty regularly. Zerka Corporation is getting pretty sick of it, I hear. They've offered bounties on sand people for a while now, but few hunters take them up on it. Too dangerous. Oh, the big crawlers head out at dawn. That's so they avoid the bigger predators. The raid, I mean, doesn't help avoid the sand people, though. They attack pretty regular, no matter what Zerka Corporation tries. Try at the Zerka offices right here. They'd know. Oh, the big crawlers head out at dawn. That's doesn't. Yep.
La boda ni winkis mactoma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba batu koji. Tom nongbong shang yung yang. Tom katok smakdelia. Kuyabi just kuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo paton. La boda ni winkis mactoma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira. Tok.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the swoop track. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Very well. Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases. Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative. I suppose you're right. It's not like you can't tell the state of things just by looking around. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it, too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here. We can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here? The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sandcrawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
How can I help? Tatooine is a dry planet that has not been inhabited long, and has little law. This town of Anchorhead may be its only settlement. Beyond that, there is little else I can tell you. Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the... I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Talravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly. Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things. It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Achua Penki, Yun Patisa, Tichuba Jikota Naga, Kingu Mwa Mulira Dwana, Kimba Nikcha Lora Kun. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chuna Mulira, Tangi Wama Jikona, Tonki Pa Nonku Nek Abog. Ki Kakin Cha Nawabakaon, Bagwa Shank Kont. Ki Mulira Kun Kin.
Greetings again. As I said, we are no longer We use them to ensure that only people judge. We don't allow casual exploration. It's just so we... Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for... The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers, and it's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sandcrawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very good. Zerka Corporation looks forward to your future business.
La boda ni winkis matoma, wana kumbes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai, ina kunba marulira rachikun, slimo patona. La boda ni winkis matoma, wana kumbes jingpa, kuyabi juskuna jitanai, ina kunba marulira rat. Jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora, kachikuita hodonga, kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun mamaru la boda ni winkis matoma wana kun bes jingpa kuyabi juskuna jitanai ina kun mamaru lira rachikun la boda ni winkis matoma wana kun bes jingpa marulira kuyabi juskuna jitanai ina kun mamaru lira rachikun la boda ni winkis matoma wana kun bes jingpa marulira Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Hindi naboda ni Winkis Matoma. Wana kun bes ching. Kuya mi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ruli naboda ni Winkis Matoma. Kuya mi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun Kuya mi just kuna jitanai. Ina nabod.
I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died on Terrace.
I saw a crate dragon once. Well, not up close. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Takom justach miki grabar mogo. Kachi ita hodunga.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
I'm here.
What? That hurt out bad. Yes?
I'm here.
Yes?
Chiwi ay Baba Hassan. Chiwi ay takatong chicha pa.
Ako chikopa. Jibeduana rundi hautonga tonki yinoba mulera kinkunchikun. Jibeduana laboda na rinkis maktoma. Rundi hautonga tonkin batman. Laboda na rinkis maktoma. In akuchikopa.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Laboda na rinkis mat rundi hautonga tong jibeduana ni bob. Laboda na rink. Laboda rundi hautonga. Laboda na rinkis mat jibejaona king.
And? Sounds like...
Laboda na rinkis matoma. Yinkin slim. Laboda na rinkis rundi hautonga tong. Laboda na rinkis maton rundi hautonga tong. Laboda na rink. Laboda na rink. Laboda na rinkis matoma. Rundi tobacachon. Laboda. Rundi hautonga tonkin batmanko. Laboda. Rundi hautonga. Lab. Yinobat. Rundi hautonga. Laboda na tobacachon totris. Laboda. Rundi hautlop labe.
If the Republic cared at all, they would laser the desert from orbit. Let's see the sand people hide on a sheet of glass. There's not enough jobs here for permanent citizens, let alone use spacer drop-ins.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Sure, not a problem. Might... Ah, something I know. What? I don't really talk to any of them. I don't know, but... no need to get all confrontation. Then race for it! By the force! What do you think an old man like me would have? Ah, take it off. Now leave me to my drinking. I don't think we have much to talk about. Not if I can help it.
Well, fresh face for the game. Oh? Huh? Who are you then? I don't have to tell you why the two... Zerka Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full.
Our business has nothing to do with you.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the... You swoop racers. Trouble? Why would I want to make trouble? Nobody we've brought, that's for sure. Nothing but garbage. Like I said before, I don't much care what... Oh, well, I wouldn't want that now, would I? Just... What, are you a beggar? Fine, if it'll... Go on, leave me alone.
I tried to get work in the mines, but Zerka Corporation is scaling back. If the Republic cared at all, they would laser the desert from orbit. Let's see the Sand People hide them.
Takom justach Miki Grabarmogo. Kachi ita Hotunga.
With Terra's gone, I wonder who the Sith will turn on next.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it?
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master. Objection. This is less than ideal, Master. I gather unwanted attention while here, and my primary functions go unused. But I shall wait as you command. Do not blame me if the Ithorian absconds with all my most valuable components while you are away, however. Statement. Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation. Statement. It is doubtful he can be clearer. Their language is difficult even for droids. He is using a trade language to try and help.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see it. Come on. All right, I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift. You're just another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did. Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate it is. He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough. Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart. Oh, I'll be long gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies. I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Yes?
Sure.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. Oh, hey, it's you. I remember you at Foz's place. Could I get you to help out a fellow hunter, please? Well, it would appear that I've worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right. You know, now really isn't the time for a lecture. Of course, I might be more receptive after I'm rescued. The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty lady, you know.
I take it back. Let's congratulate his wife.
Commentary. I say we blast the meatbag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
Negative. I just don't like organic meatbags. Except for the Master, of course.
I'd, really appreciate a bit of help, please? What do you have in mind? Hey, no problem. But it won't be a fortune or anything. I bet the wife has drained our shared accounts. Now, about that help. Just access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear. Well, nice to see you again. Not to pressure you. You asked for credits after all. What? Why? Well, what did I do to you? Well, I suppose I couldn't ask for a more valid reason than that. That's all? That's it? What are you, my wife? Well, fine. I'll stay pretty much right here, I guess. You can just get lost. I'll... You're kidding, right? Right? Come on! Nobody looks out for their neighbor anymore. Well, if this is it, I'd rather get it over with and maybe take you out with me. So let's see how these rigged-out droids like me jumping around. Hopefully the explosion kills you, too.
What can I do? What can I do?
What? Sure.
How can I help? Tatooine is a dry planet that has not been inhabited long, and has little law. This town of Anchorhead may be its only settlement. Beyond that, there is little else I can tell you. Then I suggest we move on. Yes?
Yes?
What can I do? I'm here.
Sure.
Yes?
What?
Yes? You cannot win.
Acknowledgement. Engaging.
Barely got a shot off. The captain will tell you all about it. You should speak with the captain. He's the only officer we've got left.
Who are you? Ah, it doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them. You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that?
I'm here.
What?
Let's make this yes. What can I do?
What?
Yes?
Master?
What?
I'm here.
Sure.
Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out. I don't have time for this sort of thing. I'm through with the desert. You can take your sand people, great dragons, and crazy hunters. Just that they attack everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider's as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our corpses. They even had the Jawas disable the turrets and set them around their enclave. It's like a fortress now. I don't know how you're going to break through all of that. Me, I'd sneak in. Well, actually, I'd just get back to Anchorhead. They use whatever they scavenge. They seem to hate our technology, but they love to turn it against us. That goes for blasters and turrets too, I guess. It's not like you need to be a genius to operate them. They probably don't even bother with special settings. They just watch for people approaching and switch them on. Yeah, so do we. There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. The Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me. Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try... Did the company...
Master? Engaging!
Sure.
You cannot win.
Master?
I'm here.
That hurt, I Prejudice set to maximum. Master? Terminate fire! Yes?
Engaging! Acknowledgement!
Sure.
What can I do?
Ready!
Yes?
Yes?
let me die under here, please!
Ready!
What?
Please help! I can't get out! 3, 2, 1.
What can I do?
Yes?
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 What can I do?
That hurt, I bet. What?
Termination required.
What?
What can I do?
Yes?
I'm here.
Acknowledgement.
I'm
Try
here.
to be.
You
What?
Yes?
Prejudice maximum. Ready. Mine successfully laid. Mine successfully laid. Mine successfully laid. Powering weapons. Mine successfully laid. Mine successfully laid.
Yes? There. Yes?
Ready.
Let's make this quick.
Ready. Mine
Yes?
Sure.
Acknowledgement. Termination required. Combat mode active.
I'm here.
What?
Yes?
Master?
What?
Ready. Acknowledgement.
Yes?
Acknowledgement.
What?
Interjection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something. Translation. Result. I believe I've succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest not common among outsiders. Translation. Translation. He is expressing disbelief, as am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call. Translation. I can translate with some guarantee of accuracy that he is demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter, Master. Extrapolation. I understand that you are force-sensitive, Master, but I lack sufficient knowledge to make an accurate assumption. Hypothesis. Perhaps your ability does not take the place of actual language study when the subject is out of the ordinary. Or perhaps the Sand People confuse your ability because they actively refuse to communicate with most outsiders. I have no data on this, sadly. Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master. Your kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master? Translation. Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners. Translation. Translation. He says you will get no more answers until you have proven you are an ally of the Sand People. Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the evaporators with us. Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will wait, but he doesn't believe we are coming back.
Sure.
Hello again. I hear you've made an impression down at the swoop track. Not financially, you... I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? Then I'll take those off your hands. But... Of course, for your... Fair...
Ki mulira kun ki Papa Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Agi inko tune chuna mulira Tangi mama jikona Tonki Papa Hassan Shan No Chiwi aita ka chong chicha Ki mulira kun king Baba Hassan Shah Kakincha Nawabakaon Ichuta Baba Hassan Shah Kakincha Ki Muli Chiwi Ki Kakin
Hello again. Yes, we're still waiting. We don't. And I'm. Fair.
What can I do? How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar. You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it. What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I have seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for. I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause? To use their own knowledge against them. We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side, but I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must. I'm here.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Kachi kun idaho. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Kachi kun idaho. Runda dijo donga. Kachi kun idaho donga. Iking runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching kachi kun idaho donga. Iking kuno ba mulerachi kun. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching kachi kun idaho donga. Iking kuno ba runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching pal. Kachi kun idaho donga. Iking runda dijo donga. Kachi kun idaho donga. Runda dijo donga. Kachi. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Runda dijo donga kun hunka.
How can I help? Then I What can I do?
There, take that.
What can I do?
Power trap!